in 10 seconds, in 9, in 8, in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Happy 1994.
Yo, welcome back, all you 1994 lovers out there. Welcome. Anyone who's new, this is a podcast discussing hip-hop, the culture that surrounds it, and a sprinkle of current affairs. Follow us at 1994 was yesterday on Instas. Subscribe YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And don't forget to leave them reviews. They help massively, absolutely. Brother, what is happening? It's been a struggle to get where we are right this second.
That's it. Facts. Let me put my...
Facts. It's been a bit of a struggle to get where we had mental technical difficulties, so we have ended up recording a day later, and it's been crazy. It's that corona, man.
The computer got coronavirus.
Hella coronavirus. Talking about coronary, the coronapocolypse, if we will.
Yes.
Australia is basically on lockdown.
Almost.
All sports, pretty much, have been cancelled or postponed. Airlines, no thank you. 90% of international flights gone.
Hard pass.
See ya. Schools are closing around the world. Airlines going bust around the world.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Social distances we're talking about. Apple closing all its stores, Nike closing all its stores.
So I saw Apple was closed today, but it wasn't like fully closed. So, sorry, if anyone knows the struggle of putting on glasses and putting headphones on at the same time, I now feel your pain. That's what's happening. Apple, so I passed by the Apple store. I had some friends that work there, and one of the guys came into the shop today and told me that they're only opening the shop up to people with appointments.
Oh, shit. So can you make more appointments, or is it just pre-existing appointments?
It's just pre-existing because they already have that amount of appointments made, even on a normal day.
Yeah.
But you could like wait around and see if somebody didn't show up. Yeah, that's kind of how it's going right now.
Crazy, man.
Too crazy.
So what I think is super interesting, and we touched on this off camera before, is conspiracy stuff. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that Corona's a government-made thing to keep people inside and eventually introduce martial law.
Yes,
did you know?
That's what I want to talk about, the martial law bit. But go on. Yeah. Did you know?
Today, my boy Dayton, shout out Dayton Leone.
What up, Dayton?
He sent me a screenshot of something that it's like a proposed New York lockdown list.
Yeah.
And it says, enlist the military to help with Corona.
There you go.
What is the military going to do?
Nothing. Invoke martial law, like what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
It's
Help
interesting.
Corona with those AKs.
Yeah, for sure, 100%, man. So look at the facts. I mean, look, I know how this sounds for all you people out there, but just entertain the idea real quick. It's interesting, if anything. You don't have to be into conspiracy or anything like that. It's just interesting. It's just interesting the fact that, you know, airlines, the most popular airlines. So, for example, in Australia, we've got Qantas and Virgin, I think the most popular ones, and they're asking the government to bail them out of X amount of billion. So that's literally the government taking control of the airlines.
Correct.
And so all the other airlines will go at the wayside. They reckon by the time May, pretty much all the airlines will be bust unless they get bought out by the government or bailed out. But it's like if you buy a house, the house doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the bank until you pay off all the money.
Exactly.
So the airlines will then, if we go like that way, it's owned by the Govo. So
the Govo.
I
like that.
So I mean, there's that, right?
Correct.
Control of what's it called? We're starting the supermarkets, right?
Yep.
They're starting to say you can only have 2 of this, 2 of that, blah blah
Rations.
blah. Rationing, son. Rationing.
Straight Hunger Games style.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's interesting.
Wild.
It's interesting how this is all panning out. Everyone Aye.
It is what it is, man.
Aye. But what's crazy though is statistically, if you look at it, and look, anyone who's dying that's a horrible thing. By the same token, statistically, when you look at it, more people are recovering from said virus than people who are dying from the virus. So, and I mean, like, I'm talking like, 76,000 or whatever are surviving and 3,000 have died around the world. It's terrible. Don't get me wrong. Of course it is. And, that's shit for anyone whose family is affected, etc. Like I said, by the same token, statistically, it's not a virus that is like how Ebola was or SARS or Spanish flu, for example. You know what I mean? Like, they outdid the amount of people who contracted the virus and got healthy afterwards, overcame it. Interesting times. World is going crazy.
Crazy, but you know what's not going crazy? Us, because we ain't a coronavirus news network, and everyone's talking about coronavirus.
Everyone's talking about it.
I think you came to listen to this podcast to get a break from all that fucking garbage.
Yeah, let's
drop into the proper content that we have lined up for you today. Let's forget about that. This is your break now. This Corona break.
This is the Corona.
You know what? Have
break.
A Corona while listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not even a drinker.
Throw down that Corona. Enjoy the rest of what we got.
You're torturing my dog, bro. She can see the bean.
I know.
She has a little football bean thing, and Aaron's hid it from her, so she's bugging out now.
That's right. In other news, moving on. Apple TV Plus streaming network.
Yep.
They are about to drop a Spike Jonze joint. Spike Lee Jones joint. My bad. A documentary about the Beastie Boys, like, and their story.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But I mean, who do you think, for you, who do you feel deserves something of that caliber to be shared with the world?
Beastie Boys.
Who do you want to see apart from the Beastie Boys?
Oh, damn it.
Because they're having one. They already got one.
Yeah, no.
Spike's
they're so underrated. But at the same time, they're also really overrated. Every New Yorker's like, Beastie Boys are the best thing ever. When you listen to their music, it's not very good. It's fun. It's fun music.
Fun's great though.
Yeah,
Fun's
but it's
great.
not like
it's not
artistically perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is, but I mean Beethoven. You know what I'm saying? Ad Rock ain't no Beethoven.
Yeah.
With that being said, I would like to see, like I mentioned before, Gangstar, Guru, just a story of Guru. I want to know more about the dude. MF Doom, but they wouldn't do it. He wouldn't let them, and he wouldn't be a part of it. Somebody would have to act him. There's not too much. There's not enough information about him.
If someone just acted MF Doom.
Well, Hannibal Buress.
But let's say we take all of that out of it. It'll be Doom.
No,
like if
Gangstar.
he
still Guru.
Still Guru. Yeah, okay.
I think Guru's still one of the greats, in my opinion. Rest in peace, Guru.
Rest in peace, D. For me, it would be, look, he's had a lot of interviews and people who are like big into hip hop, like you and I, and many of our listeners know who this person is.
Spill the beans.
KRS-One.
Uno.
Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Now, he's definitely had things done about him before, etc., or whatever, or touched on it. But like, I really want like a full, proper thing. You know what I mean?
You know who else is on that same vein? Immortal Technique.
Ooh,
that would be really good.
That'd be nice. That would be real nice.
Yeah, that would be really good. You know the Sublime, the band.
Yeah.
They had a song called KRS-One. It's an acoustic song off their album.
Yeah.
And he just talks about how KRS-One's the man.
No way.
And then he said something like, "Because I learned because of KRS-One or whatever." Because the KRS-One's dropping knowledge all the time.
All the time. Yeah, of course.
It's in his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we'll review that track next week.
Yeah, that'd be
KRS-One by Supreme. I mean, by Supreme.
Okay.
By the Supremes.
No,
oh shit! They went in the future and learned about him and went back and by Sublime.
By Sublime,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds like a good
So
plan.
you're KRS-One, I'm Guru / Gangstar. I don't really care too much about DJ Premier. I know this is like a weird thing, but I think Gangstar was 100% Guru, and nah, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. It was 75% Guru, 25% DJ Premier, and maybe that's because DJ Premier isn't dead yet.
Yeah. I would say so. But also, see, Premier could intertwine with KRS-One story too.
100%.
So he doesn't, in the nicest way. If you're listening to DJ Premier, which you're probably not,
You're a legend.
you don't.
You
need,
changed the rap game forever.
but you don't need one. You got it covered by two.
You got it covered, bro.
It's all good. Don't
Everyone
worry about
knows who you are. They know that you're a legend. They know this. Maybe when you die, you can get one.
it. Oh, what about Dilla?
I think there's
a-
already. I
but
feel
like
like
a-
there's already several about Dilla.
But is there what? Well, this is the thing.
Hughes did one about Dilla that was like almost an hour long, and it was really good. It was a documentary.
Then give me a Dilla TV show.
Is Dilla's life that? Because from what everybody's saying, Dilla was a bit of an asshole, in the best way. You know, he was just like he was really reserved. He didn't really like hanging around a lot of people. He spent all of his time inside creating beats. He did not like anybody touching his record collection. He was insanely OCD, where he knew he had thousands of records and he knew which one that you took because he put the sleeve in that specific way.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was really like, don't touch his stuff. Don't talk to him while he's
Yeah.
working. He's only cool with his friends and that's it. So I don't think that a Dilla one would be that
It
interesting.
would have to be sprinkled with Hollywood massively.
100%, yeah, where he's like talking to Kanye or something like that.
Yeah.
The what is it? Hip Hop Evolution, I think the show is. They covered Kanye, Dilla, and somebody else. In
Yeah.
that.
And that was
I think
enough.
it was Lil Wayne. I forget. I don't know, but it's really good.
That was enough, though. You think?
Yeah, the MPC guys.
Yeah.
MPC is such an iconic freaking thing.
Yeah.
It's cool that we're able to use the children of MPC kind of thing, right? Like we're using it digitally. But at one point, the floppy disk with the 16 pads, that 16 pads is forever going to be iconic. You're now messing with IMPC Pro.
Yeah,
how you
I'm
liking
getting
it so
there.
far?
So far, so good. There's a few irritating setbacks, but that's purely down to they've kind of we spoke about it, how they made the software, did like a little update, and then that was that. 4 years, nothing's changed.
How would you feel though if you spent several thousands of dollars and in 2020 there's still floppy disk that you have to use? You can only store about, I think in today's MP3 size, you can literally only store about 4 to 5 seconds of samples in the entire MPC. And that's all you have to use.
But see, I think that creates this new that's. At the end of the day, some of the best hip hop songs have come from only
Correct.
being able to sample 4
4
seconds.
to 5 seconds.
4 to 5 seconds. So there's me complaining about how, oh man, I can only sample 30 seconds from Spotify.
Yep.
And I can't even find.
And it's from
all the tracks.
Spotify.
Yeah.
This
of
this
all things.
is 4 to 5 seconds, but you had to have your own record. You had to go buy the
it
record
and find it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
search and that whole.
and find the break
experience.
in that part. And if you missed it, now you got to go back. The processing time of the old MPCs are disgusting.
Yeah, right.
If you wanted to chop something, like for it to actually so they have an upgrade, but you can buy more RAM for the
Yeah.
MPC because it's like a few megabytes of RAM.
Wow.
So it's literally
It's
it's
nothing.
working off a computer that's made in 1995 or whenever it was made.
Do you think that.
Kanye still uses the same one.
But do you think it's worth them updating, so keeping the shell the same and the usability the same, but just upgrading
The internals.
the internals?
I think
juice
that's
it up?
what they did with the. I think it might be 2500 or the 1000. The 1000 is like a mini MPC, but it's upgraded. It has like CF card and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
There's 1,000, quite literally 1,000 MPCs out there. We're using IMPC Pro 2, the app, which is the brains and the software of MPC Live and MPC One. So they just brought one out called MPC One, which will throw an image of up there. And
For all you watchers out there.
and MPC One is the same thing as MPC Live. It just looks more like an MPC.
Yeah.
Because MPC Live is actually, it just looks like one of those standard controllers that I showed
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It just looks like that with a screen on it. So it's not like cool looking. You bring it somewhere and people just think it's like a bootleg MPC.
Yeah, yeah.
The MPC 1 is the exact same thing, but almost like flipped to its side and made it a bit wider.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have interest in doing that, especially unless I'm held back by IMPC, which I'm not. That's when I'll consider getting an MPC. But
Yeah.
until then, I'm happy with my 555 and IMPC Pro.
Yeah, and you're doing mad things with what you got so far.
Trying, bro.
No, doing. Back to
Yeah, sorry, we
kind of went off, but that's all right.
That's all right. It's hip hop.
That's how we do. TV shows, etc. So, one person who does have a TV show is Little Dicky,
So good.
named Dave.
Incredible.
Go find it if you can't find it somewhere. It's somewhere.
If you use like a Russian VPN, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in Australia, it's definitely on Foxtel. Otherwise, VPN that, and you'll find it.
Did you sign up for Foxtel to get that?
I have a little roundabout on
Yeah,
Foxtel.
cool.
So
Free subscriptions for life.
for life. So yeah, I got the hooky up.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, so I've been watching on that. There's 3 episodes so far. And yeah, it's pretty damn good. And he raps in it, and it's really funny, and it's just very Lil Dicky, but on screen. It's great.
You hear what my dog's doing? She's slamming her bowl. Means she wants more food.
Not yet, girl.
We trained her
It's pretty impressive.
to
Oh,
just make some noise when she wants more
coming.
food, and now we regret it. So we also trained her to ring the bell when she wants to go poop, and now we regret it.
Yeah, I
Because
bet
when
you
she
do.
wants attention, she's like, "Give me attention! I'm gonna shit everywhere if you don't." And then we're like, "Oh my god!" Like, you open the door, and she's just chilling there, like, "Now that I have you, let me talk to you about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ." And you're like, "Damn it, not again! Damn, not again, Jehovah's Witness! They got my dog."
The Jehovah's. I saw a meme earlier, and it was like, now everyone's quarantined.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Jehovah's
It has
Witnesses.
the big back eye.
Yeah.
Like licking his, like,
So
yeah,
good.
so good. We'll chuck that up there
Yeah, we'll throw
for
it up.
those who are watching.
Um,
So you say, Lil Dicky, Dave, incredible,
Yeah, hilarious.
Incredible.
And it just works really, really well. It's great.
incredible,
Definitely check that out.
100%.
I'm all about it. All about it.
1994 approved.
Yeah.
So far, because I've only seen 2 episodes. There's 3 out, right?
3 so far.
3,
Yeah.
but it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the next one.
Yeah, same. I definitely wish it was one of those. They just dropped everything, so I could just binge watch it all in one go.
Correct.
Moving on. Yeah. Album of the week. We are going with which just popped up when I was just like, putting everything together, and then suddenly I saw at the corner of my eye, randomly, Childish Gambino, aka the guy Donald Glover, dropped a 12-song album.
Available for 24 hours.
Available for 24 hours, as we found out, amidst this whole hype of Corona. Announced via his Twitter, I believe, with just a link, donaldgloverpresents.com.
And it may or may not contain songs that he's released prior. I haven't heard it. Aaron got a chance to hear it.
Yeah.
He liked it. What's your take on it?
My take is that you can't what's it called? Yeah, you can't switch tracks, skip tracks rather. So that
I love that. Just
ultimately
saying.
that kind of annoyed me.
But
a
you
bit.
give that's annoying for a lot of people.
But only purely because like I was trying to do an Angel and just listen to the chunks
first
of
10
it.
seconds.
Yeah, because I was like, nah, like I just want to just get a feel for it. So I ended up listening to 6 tracks. Standout was track 5. Track 2 was like an interlude thing. What I thought at first, and then I explained it, and Angel was telling me it was Summer.
Feels Like Summer.
Yeah,
One of the song that he released right after This Is America,
okay.
if I'm not mistaken, or right before.
But he doesn't
one
rap,
of the two.
He doesn't rap on it, does it? It's
No,
just like
it's
that
just a
singing.
song, yeah.
Like, and there's like
And it's a whole. So the song is about climate change.
yeah.
The video shows just like all the silliness in hip hop, and has like bitter enemies, hanging out with each other, and
Yeah.
kids playing with each other, and let's say J. Cole hanging out with Trippie Redd and Lil Pump and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Just stuff that nods back to the modern day hip hop, what's going on right now. But at the same time, it has a really dark side to it, where it shows people who've passed away, people who are not going and not having the easiest time. So when that video came out is when, you know, Kanye was a bit overweight and was wearing the MAGA hat, and it shows him in the video crying and Michelle Obama coming from behind him and hugging him.
Yeah.
And fuck, bro, that made me want to cry. Because
Yeah.
at the same time, like, I understand what that dude's going through.
Yeah.
Especially during that time when he was wearing the MAGA hat and he was just trying to go like, no, you guys are not understanding what I'm trying to do. He was going, obviously he was going about it the wrong way, some people would say.
Some would say.
But I got it. I understood why he was doing that.
Yeah.
So that song hits.
And we
hits all the
will
feels.
definitely cover we'll definitely do a Kanye episode because we have a lot to say about
I used to
all of that.
hate that guy.
yeah,
bro.
and so did I. So I think
hated him.
it will definitely make for a good we'll definitely deep dive into that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Kanye episode in the future.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that song specifically for anyone who did listen to the album out there, go and check out
Feels Like Summer.
Feels Like Summer, which is that song. But look at the video on YouTube because you need to have that video reference.
100%.
Because I was like, oh, it's a cool interlude, like whatever. And then when I watched the video, I was just like, wow, man, like that's something else. Like you need the visuals on that.
100%.
So that definitely made that track way better for me. What was it? Third track that comes in is kind of gritty, like a soft grit. And he sounded like Dr. Doom on it, like some sort of weird voice distortion.
A bit metally?
Yeah.
Is he like metallic?
Yeah, metallic. Yeah, very
That's
sort
a
of
very Dr.
silvery.
Doom. Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So yeah, it was very much like that. But it was nice, flavoursome, you know. There was
Took you to
flavour
Flavor
it.
Town.
Yeah. And they were
Shout out Guy Fieri.
yeah. And they were kind of like using that whole like flipping from one headphone to the other. What's it called?
Panning.
Panning. Yeah, I always forget that word.
That's fine.
Panning
You ain't from Panama.
Ooh, bro.
Shout out to everyone looking. So for those who can see,
You watch us.
we're in the same setting, different time of day. It's nighttime. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
Balcony doors open.
Beautiful breeze.
We're doing a live podcast for all the thousands of people that are definitely not looking at us.
Yeah.
But their windows are open. So
But they're over there, so you know they're part of it too.
they're good.
How
How you guys feeling? Yeah, there
Oh,
we go.
shit, you hear that?
That was
That's crazy.
100% them.
Basically, I lost interest in it. Ended up looking at my
fine.
phone and was just not about it. When track 5 did come on, I was like, it was a classic Gambino type of deal. You know, that like the,
Because of the internet,
yeah, exactly.
3005.
All that
Yeah.
whole singing and stuff. And it was good, like I liked
It's
it.
a
but-
vibe.
Yeah.
Summertime vibe.
Yeah, it was, and I just got bored of it and tuned out, and then it was like I'm not even going to bother listening to the rest of it. So
That's fine.
that kind of happens, I guess.
It happens.
And that was kind of the end of that. Look, you know, good production overall, obviously, but for me it was a pretty boring project. Especially like I'm not massively into Donald Glover as it is, so I wouldn't necessarily recognize if there were tracks,
Right.
A back catalog type flavor to it.
Right.
And yeah, when you mentioned it was that summertime, summer
Feels like summer.
feels like summer. Jesus.
Summertime sadness. Got it.
yeah, I know Lana. Shout out.
I love Lana, bro.
You, me both, my man.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Um,
I mean, not moving on, but moving on from Lana.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was just a slap together. Like we were talking about the other yesterday about how some people. Who was it? Was it The Weeknd? You said, not The Weeknd.
What
Who
do
put
you want me
together-
to say?
Who put all their old recordings together and just released it for free?
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean. Yeah. So I don't know if it was something to do with that, where it was like a.
The
Frank
Weeknd is
Ocean
kind of
deal.
up there too, though. He's real good.
He
He's just not.
Did he not just release?
Dude.
I haven't listened.
Incredible.
Really?
Incredible.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything that he has put out that's garbage, though. He's to me, he's like on the Bruno Mars level, where it's like it's pop, it's radio. We want to, as hip hop heads, we want to say it's garbage. But as a musician, as a classically trained musician, I cannot do anything but give absolute props and respect to how much talent both those boys have. The Weeknd is incredible in his new stuff. It's so 80s vibed, 80s thing,
like
video
80s.
game, like
Okay.
Incredible. Anyway,
All right.
that's
Well,
a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, well, definitely. I'll check that out.
Yeah,
For sure.
incredible music video. Everything's about music videos.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even want to listen to a song unless there's a video attached to it.
Is that right?
It's just like
You
we
want to have
need
that
it.
visual stuff.
I
to
need
it.
I need the visual stuff to go along because I need to know what they're thinking. Let's say with Tyler the Creator's Earthquake,
Mm-hmm.
the visuals went along with it, but it was so completely different to what I had in my head. So
Yeah.
when you're listening to a song, you make up the music video in your head.
course.
And then when it's actually there in front of you, you're like, oh, like let's say what we were talking about last week. I think it was last week. Drake's freestyle.
Yeah.
thing
I
that he
think
came-
it was maybe the week before, but anyway.
Yeah, something like that. But the video was what got me. The
Yeah.
video is what I liked because he was at the Marcy houses and like
Yeah, that's
where
right.
Jay-Z's
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
And it's like that's so much better than just releasing nothing and then nobody knows the context of anything.
Yeah.
You're just like as he at his house rapping this. But he was like showing you that he's wearing the New York Yankees. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
respect and I need music videos with everything. A person who does that really well is Craneo out of Spain. Shout out Craneo.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
He puts when he releases an album, it's a music video for every single song, so it's a short film.
Kind of like what Beyonce did with
Lemonade,
Lemonade.
yeah. But Beyonce's was a cinematic, theatrical experience. With Craneo, it's more like all the songs flow, so it's a short film, but it's just a collection of music videos that flow really well together.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a sit down movie type of thing.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you got to check that out too because that's really good.
Link me.
Oh, I will.
But
Do you have anything else left to say about Gambino's thing?
I was just bored of it.
Yep, that's fine.
First album in 4 years. Give me something a little bit more delicious.
True. Awaken My
That's
Love
all.
was incredible.
Yeah. I like that, So, whatever.
All right.
I'm not
moving on.
necessarily his fan base either.
That's fine.
I guess.
I am.
You know what I mean? Moving on. Oh, actually, before we move on,
Yeah.
Jay Electronica also released his
Yeah. That's
a
all right.
written testimony.
I haven't heard the full thing yet.
I have also not heard the full thing as of yet, but
That's
also I'm not overly bothered.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we get there.
But yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
First impressions. So we're spicing up a little bit from now on with first impressions. We feel like they're not really first impressions if you're doing a mini dive into it. So we're spicing up a bit. We're doing a little new format for it. So we'll do a couple of tracks each, and then and we're gonna we can go from that. A couple of tracks each
Yeah.
every week, basically.
Yep.
So I guess I'll start because I just got it right here.
Go ahead.
So Lee, you remember Lee?
Yep.
Lee Doig. Shout out at Kid on Instas. He sent this one, so it's called Knock Knock by Med Blue MF Doom and produced by your guy.
My guy,
Your
specifically.
guy, specifically Mad Lib.
The Liberator.
Yeah. So didn't like the beat. So in like 5 words
Yep.
or more, right?
Yep.
Beat is trash, my man.
Cool. For me, in 5 words or less,
Yeah.
Doom is incredible, my man.
Out of 10.
6.5.
Ooh, I'm going 6. So same sort of.
7. If you're going 6, I'm going 7.
Okay. Doom's verse was
Yeah, Doom's verse was Doom.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. But it kind of did.
Yeah.
It has a bunch of hidden Easter eggs inside. I love it.
yeah. Pay attention, listen to Mr. MF Doom. Ooh, Metal Fingers Doom.
Yes,
I like this.
Middle Fingers. So
You
Special
educated me
Herbs,
yesterday.
Volume 0 through 9.
Oh shit, sorry. All right, so second track from me will be 1999 Wildfire by Brockhampton.
Brockhampton.
Instant Outcast vibes. Southern Juice.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Out of 10. Ooh, 7. 7.5, man. That Outcast vibe was real nice. The hook was stupendous.
Yep.
That singing was you know?
Mm-hmm.
What about you? 5 words or less?
5 words or less. Brockhampton, please get less members. Yo, nobody wants 15 people in a crew. I'm sorry.
Look,
Or 12 or 1,000, however. Just
excuse me, what about your boys 4-1, 1-4?
1-4?
Yeah.
That's a different story. That they don't have 1,000 people making the music.
Oh, this is
It's
true.
like
This is true.
it's like 4 of them
Yeah.
rapping, and then the rest of the guys are just looking tough behind them.
They look pretty fucking
Shout out, Spenny bro. Spenny boy.
out of 10 on Knock Knock.
6. I have something out for Brockhampton. I just don't like them. But I listen to. I know all their music. I just don't want to like them because I don't know. They just look annoying. Is that a thing?
That's a thing for sure.
Somebody just looks. They just look
Yeah,
annoying.
definitely.
Like they look
100%.
like they got no real problems, but they just. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel.
You know what? Now, sort of like looking back at the video because I watched the video for it as well, and I was like, yeah.
Like
I
you
know
guys
exactly
all
what you
had
mean.
Flintstones gummies, Vita gummies, bro. You guys grew up with vitamins. Fuck out of here. All right.
I like it. All right, the two tracks from you.
John Wayne. Words are my everything.
Everything
Words are
Tomorrow.
everything. Words are everything.
Words, everything. 9.5 because nothing's perfect, and wow, motherfucking wow.
That
Go
was 6
listen
words,
to it
but
now.
all good.
Um,
Incredible. John Wayne's incredible.
wow, man.
Shout
Wow.
out Wisdom though, showing me John Wayne because he showed me a while back.
Yeah?
He put me onto John Wayne. He put me onto a lot of stuff actually.
Shout out Wisdom.
Yeah.
Come on the show.
Yeah, bro. I haven't seen in a while.
What about you?
John Wayne, 9.5 out of 10
Yeah.
because nothing is perfect.
Alright.
I hesitate when
Aaron.
I say that. I hesitate so much because I'm like, there's so much stuff that I'm like, this is fucking perfect.
But that go listen on our playlist right now. First Impressions playlist, Spotify.
If you're a hip hop head, it's full of everything that you've ever loved.
It's and if you're not a hip hop head, you're gonna enjoy the flow of it, the sound of his voice.
This dude said, it's 96. Dilla died and I was left with his gift. Enough.
Done, Romeo done, son.
Come on, bruh.
Bruh.
And he's holding up the record Donuts
Yeah.
by Dilla? Get out of here.
This guy's
Incredible.
Yeah.
And the second song. What was the second song that I showed you?
It was.
It was your boy Ural Droog featuring Modest Yahoo.
Oh, it was.
Jutang.
Yes.
Was it? Yeah, something like that. I showed you 1,000 songs yesterday.
That wasn't. That was the one where they were in the
Crown
Ju-
Heights.
Yes.
Yeah, in Crown Heights in Brooklyn.
Yes.
He has that old school New York style, that like grimy. It's grimy.
Grimy.
Grimy is the word. And not grimy as in like grime styled.
Yeah.
Grimy
Just
as in
like,
dirty.
like gritty, dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. My 5 words, I think, or 5 or under, would be, yeah, you're mad good, Matt is Yahoo.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause you
comma,
had it- yeah.
Matt is Yahoo.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
You got to hear the one featuring MF Doom. Oh.
No,
Yeah,
I did-
Doom's
I did
on that
hear- I
album.
did.
No,
No,
we
no,
didn't
no.
listen to the one with Doom.
That was, and I'm gonna go 7.5.
Yeah. I give it around
know
an
what I
8.
mean? Like if I'm giving,
The boy's from Brooklyn, bro. I got to represent.
give him-
Droogsy is like, he's the man, bro. He's been at it for a long time.
yeah, and yeah,
And then I
it
also
was
showed
really
you
good.
Benefit.
You did also. What was the?
I don't. It was like from the streets. Something
Yeah,
from the streets.
yeah,
Beats from the
that's right.
streets or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Beat you meet in the street, something like that.
Um,
Pause.
good.
Yeah,
Very
it was. Yeah, I got to show you Benefit's old stuff. You'd be in.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Benefit. Whoever doesn't know who Benefit is, he was the king of Napster. He was one of the first. They argue that he was one of the first rappers who utilized the internet for what it is before the internet was really cool. He would, whoever had Napster or LimeWire or Kazaa or any of those virus-inducing applications that you put on your laptop to download free music, he would label it, NWA, Straight Outta Compton. So when you download it, you open it up expecting NWA, Straight Outta Compton, and turns out it's your boy Benefit. You download the entire Eminem album, turns out you downloaded Benefit's entire album. So he was on everybody's computer without them even knowing.
Well, look at that.
He was the dude who started that. And then as soon as that happened, he went straight underground. No one ever heard from him again until just recently, where it seems like he's just peeking his head out of the shadows, but he does not want any of this. He doesn't want any of the fame.
He just wants to put his music out there and for people to make sure, like to know that people are listening to it.
Yeah.
And that's
I think he was like 17 when he released his first album. And the production is terrible.
Yeah.
He used a webcam microphone to pretty much record everything and a sound card, plugged into a sound card that was then plugged into the computer. And yet that album is still better than 90% of the trash that's out there these days.
Oh, I can definitely believe that. That's for sure.
But for me, I'd say for the Benefit thing, for the entire video, which I think is like beats from the streets or hits from the streets or something like that. Mr. Green, I think, is the producer. I think, but I give that a 7 for effort, and my reaction is, thank you, Benefit, for appearing.
Nice.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on. All the songs that we talk about in our first impression,
Correct,
to date, are in a playlist on Spotify. So just search First Impressions 1994 WY was yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And you should find it. Subscribe, listen, do the thing. I will be putting it up on iTunes for all you Apple iTunes lovers out there. Just haven't put it on there yet. That is all. Product. Anything you know going on in product world? Anything coming out that you're excited about, whatever it may be? Could be a phone, it could be headphones, it could be, I don't know, anything more technical.
I am so out of it since working on music. I haven't been looking at anything new, which is rare. Which is usually
kind of ironic if you're working with music and then not really knowing.
I don't pay attention to anything. If I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. I'm not even listening to other music.
Yeah.
I'll say, I don't know if I said this before, but IMPC Pro 2.
Yeah.
It's that app that if you can't afford an MPC, download that app. You pretty much have everything that an MPC can do at the fraction of a price. I think it's $40 Australian. And it works really well. And the guys are really responsive. So if you email them, which I've done before, they email you back immediately. And if you go, hey, man, I don't know how to do this, they'll just walk you through it via email.
Yeah, right.
Which I've never seen an app do that before.
No, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And they do, within the app, they have a IMPC University.
Correct.
That
to
can
teach you. And they get a free
you.
sound pack, a graduation sound pack.
Which is awesome. And also YouTube, obviously. Or if you have a mate who knows how to use it, you can also always ask them, like I do.
Yeah.
What up?
That works.
What
about you?
Me? Nah, not really.
Nothing really. Yeah, there's nothing really exciting on the market these days.
There's some new beats by Not Dre, by Apple.
Yeah.
Headphones.
Not interested.
I like the concept of it. There's no buttons and stuff, and it utilizes the over the head arm, I guess.
Bend,
to sort of switch between noise cancelling and not noise cancelling things, which is kind of cool. And then I did hear,
yo, boys,
relax,
calm down.
Yo,
we'll be down in a second.
Yeah, chill. And I did hear that Apple were releasing their own studio, like Apple branded as opposed to Beats branded.
On the topic of headphones, I know this is aside, and you were just in the middle of explaining
same
something about beats or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care because Dre
Isn't part of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
He got that check, that bag, the big bag.
he made it. But with that being said, have you tried Neurophone? You know what Neurophone is?
Are they those little Bluetooth things that you had?
So
Are they those wireless? No.
wireless over ear, and also in ear at the same time.
Ah.
So they go in your ear and over your ear at the same time.
Okay.
I had them for 2 weeks because I have this Neura Now program. This is pretty old news for anyone who keeps up with audiophile stuff, which I love. I'm very I need the best audio quality. I get that from my dad. Shout out Dad for making me have high standards when it comes to listening to things.
What up?
Neura Now is where you pay a subscription and you rent these headphones from them pretty much.
Okay.
They're naturally like $450, $500, so they're very expensive, but you can pay $10 a month to rent them. And they adapt to your own listening, your own eardrums. So they have lasers inside that send sensors that send back information. So it creates the absolute perfect soundscape just specifically for you. So if somebody else tries them on, they might not like what they hear.
Yeah.
But when you set up that new profile, and it's brilliant, and it has it's actually incredible. These headphones are incredible, and they're really, really good. The only reason I sent them back is because I tried pairing them to my friend's phone, and then I tried pairing them back to my phone, and my phone didn't come up. It didn't come up, and it wasn't pairing.
Yeah.
So I got frustrated, and I sent them back.
Yeah.
Obviously, I threw a little bit of a tantrum, and I was just like, these aren't working anymore. But I like them, and I would get them back.
So
they're completely wireless.
Yeah.
Over ear and in ear. So the over ear is the bass part, and the in ear is the tweeters. So
Okay,
the
nice.
sound is flawless, actually flawless.
Yeah.
If you tap on the side, there's no buttons, but if you tap on the side, it turns on the microphones so you could hear everything around you while also still listening to the music. It's just crazy, and they turn on by you putting them in your ears. So the sensor knows when you put on the headphones, and that's when they turn on.
And what's this brand called?
Neurophone.
Neurophone.
And the program is called Neura Now,
Wow.
which is you not having to pay $500 and just paying $10 a month to
Worldwide?
borrow it from them. Huh?
Worldwide?
Worldwide, yes.
Wow.
And I believe if you lose the pair, they can deactivate the pair for you. And if you do the $10 a month one, I think it's you have to pay $100 up front as a collateral or something like that. And I believe they give that back to you when everything ends. If you do $18 a month, which is what I was doing, you don't have to pay anything. And if you pay $15, then you pay $50 or something, or $20. So I did 18 because they give you a 1 month free trial.
Okay.
So I did 18, and then I can knock it down to $10 if I want to.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty cool. That's a way to get out of paying the $200 actually,
Yeah.
is to do 18 and then drop it down to 10. But I suggest everyone tries it out.
Yeah.
Especially you. I think you should try it out too.
Yeah, I think that sounds like
It's just fun. Even if you try it out for a month and send it back to them, the case is magnetic, all this crazy ass shit they put into it, this insane technology, and they're comfortable, surprisingly.
Yeah. Sick. Sounds sick.
But it ruins music forever because
Then
when
it's
you
not
put
as
on
good.
it something else, you're just oh,
Ooh, I don't know if I want
sick.
music ruined forever.
I have tin cans on my ears now.
yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's it took me a while to adjust back to normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, they sound sick.
That's the product of the week.
Moving on. I actually forgot to mention this earlier. I sent a picture to you earlier with earlier today.
How many times are you gonna say earlier?
I
bro?
know. Earlier? ASAP Ferg with 1-4.
The Boyz. Spenny.
Bang.
One of the greatest rappers of all time.
Oh my god, really?
Have you heard that voice in Welcome to Prison, bro? I mean, not Welcome to Prison.
The other. I know
In the
which track.
beginning, bro?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Spencer, bro?
Look, what do you think is up with that? Are they?
I don't know, but I'm
doing
excited.
a track together or something? Because it looks like it was.
Yeah, it looks like it was a music video.
It was a music video.
Yeah. I'm excited.
That'd be cool. I
Yeah.
think it'll be cool.
I gotta pee so bad.
think it'd be cool.
I gotta piss like a pregnant racehorse.
Well, with that being said, do you know anything going on in Sid this week or anything?
Nah, I don't.
You got a little gig thing going on tonight?
Tomorrow. Tonight's got cancelled.
No, but Wednesday. Tonight, Wednesday. Today, Wednesday. Because it comes out on Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So tonight, if we're talking about us in the future, because we record this usually on Monday. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Aaron's going to have a lot of work when he gets home.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So tonight I am having a beat set at Revitalize in Cronulla, where then I'll be a part of a Q&A asking me why I make the beats that I make.
The beats that you
beats
beat.
that I beat. Because I beat the pads. Pop,
Oh,
pop,
hey.
pop, pop, pop.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's the only
And
thing I know that's going on.
what time?
7 p.m.
7
is when
p.m.
it kicks off.
Out in Cronulla.
Probably like I'll be playing maybe from like 7 to 7:20 or something like that.
Okay.
I don't like to play for too long.
On the dot, 7.
Maybe. Depends when I get there.
Aye. Well, definitely
Party don't start till I walk in.
Definitely.
Don't
Ooh.
stop, make it hot. DJ turn the speakers up tonight. Shout out Kesha for making the fucking worst song that I've ever heard in my life called Hallelujah or some bullshit. Megan just showed it to me. It's horrible.
You have to show me after this.
It's terrible. I'm not even going to show you because I don't want to offend you.
Do you think it's going to be as terrible as Nicki Fresh?
Nicki Fresh is one of the greatest of all time. Do not put respect on her name, all right? Put respect on her
with
name.
a K. Respect.
With that being said,
in case anyone out there is not following us on Instagram, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast app, all the other business. Leave reviews. We love reviews. Slide into the DMs. Let us know what. Maybe you have a couple of tracks that we could do for first impressions. Maybe you have a track that you've recorded, that you've produced, something that you're rapping on. Send it through. Maybe
will be nice.
Maybe you got a gig coming up. Let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to check it out. Who knows?
For sure.
You might see our faces pop up. Whatever. Lastly, before we do go, next week is our final episode for season 1. We do have something special for you guys, so make sure you tune in next Wednesday, every Wednesday. It's gonna be good.
Are we continuing on to season 2, or are we taking a break?
We're gonna take a break
and then go into season 2.
So we're gonna
take a break, gather our thoughts.
We gotta assess the situation. We got actually quite a few exciting things coming up. So
yes, sir.
There's some sponsorship stuff. There's some.
Damn, you already said too much, bro.
I'm done. That's it. No more.
There's some secret stuff going on.
Yeah, there's some stuff. There's some secret sauce going on.
There's an Easter egg for you right there.
But yeah, that's a little insight. So yeah, we got some exciting things coming up, and but yeah, make sure to stay tuned tune in rather for next Wednesday. It's gonna be great.
We got Spenny from 1-4 coming. I wish
we could. I'd love
to spend some time with Spenny.
Let me.
Yo, your boy.
Yo. Let me see what I can do about. We'll talk about that on Friday. Interesting. Anyway,
me and Aaron are having a date on Friday.
Yeah, we are. A little podcast date.
Yeah.
But no, we do have another person gracing your ears and your screens.
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
And with that being said,
peace.